Hi everyone, it's Nanners here. I'm a Grandmaster Challenger Sona 1 trick on the NA server. I just got Challenger on the NA server playing Sona support in Season 14. This is patch 4.14.2. Today's day is February 5th, the day of recording, so in this video I'll be talking about support items and how you should use new support items on Sona and some other stuff, I guess. So to get started, newer map changes in bottling. What you should do is like get a control word here if you're like on the blue side and order these two brushes after you get support item. Otherwise, if you start purple side, it's good to ward this bush early on just in case your enemy jungle ganks. Ideally, you get a control ward here and like two wards here, then you basically get all of the balling vision. And the biggest change for supports is support item change. So it's a combination of relic shield and spell thieves now. So let's demonstrate. Add an enemy dummy and add an ally dummy. So it gets procced when you farm. And then when you poke someone, it was 20 gold at first, right? And when we poke someone, we get plus 28 gold. So you definitely get more gold from poking enemies. And that's what you should try to do in lane for the most part. But what you should do the most is to not have like 3 stacks on you. You should always make it like channel for the next stack to get the maximized gold on Sona and to get the maximized gold and finish support item as soon as possible. And even though you get less gold from farming the wave, but it's a lot safer because Sona is very weak early on. So sometimes against certain champions you want to avoid interactions with them. So mostly you should just it's also okay to just use support stacks on the minions. What to note is before before 5 minutes, since the double support item abusement, right, added this thing where that at 7 minions before 5 minutes you get the support gold punishment, and if once you get it, the support stacks won't work. So let's see, right now I'm at 6, I'm perfectly fine. And let me try to get like this one. Oh meow. Okay, we'll get it next time. It's channeling. But if we get this CS right here, I get this gold support minion rule punishment, and when I come back to here, I won't get a plus 28 gold before 5 minutes because I'm currently having the punishment. I reached the 7 CS. This is what you want to avoid doing on support now, because you won't be getting support item gold. You won't get it until 5 minutes, because at 5 minutes your support minion rule limit is 20 CS per 5 minutes, and we'll just patiently wait for the 5-minute mark. And this is the only thing to note with the support item. Right now it's 5 minutes, I get the gold stack back, the support item rule disappeared. So it's just your choice. Of course it's better to poke enemies, but because you also want mana flow band and parkour the stacks, but it's also okay to just farm minions if it's risky, because with the new support item, it's kind of a buff to Sona because she's now being able to safely farm and scale with as like a relic support, but it also works out as a spell thieves, so it's really pog for her. And after you get like 1,000 gold, you'll be able to transform into one of those 5 support items. Personally, don't think Solidify is ever good on Sona, because the stats is just not worse compared to Dreammaker and Blood Song, like Blood Song especially. Even Sesek is not worse. They're like, you can proc these 2 twice in that time frame. And like about 7-8 times with Blood Song if you use it right. Blood Song is equivalent to this thing, but it's slightly better. Recommend building Blood Song when you have like mostly AP damage teammates and you want some additional physical damage. Notice how it's doing physical damage on hit, and they do more for any increased damage take on a single target. So you build this when your team is like mostly AP and when you can interact with enemy champions constantly, like damaging them in like an auto range. So that auto attack is shorter than her Q range. You can sometimes go 6x if your team is full AD and you're running AP Sona, but we're mostly talking about utility Sona now. We'll have like a different video for AP Sona specifically. I think currently Dreammaker is the strongest because it buffs teammates really well with Ardent. If you go Ardent first item, this is like the perfect combination, like a whole bunch of bonus magic damage. You build this when you're like when in a situation when you can't reach enemies and you're relying on teammates to carry. And Celestial Opposition is good when you feel like enemy team is one tapping you, but their mini abilities can't easily proc the shield. And having this, it's basically the crown from last patch, right? Having this makes enemy team doesn't want to kill you, sorta. It's like a good survival tool for Sona. And this is about it for those support items. We'll get into ideal item passes with some examples. So the run setups is the classic Sona run setup for this patch. Like always, every mana flow band, you can go like any one of those 3 in this column and then or row, I don't really know, but any one of the 3, and then you can go Scorch or Gathering Storm is a personal preference. And secondary Resolve for more healing. Like Bone Plating is probably good for early game survival, but conditioning scales well. This is pure scaling because I feel like what I do in lane or like early lane dominance doesn't matter as much compared to scaling in team fights, so I always go this rampage. But you can always do this or that. Flat health is good for early game survival against all-in champions like Pyke and Draven, or like Pyke, Draven plus something, Pyke plus something, Thresh plus something, Nautilus plus something, Camille plus something. This is like a really good early game survival kit. but that's what flat house is for. But scaling house is better. On Sona, I always think tenacity is a scam, so it doesn't feel any different. But maybe it goes well if you don't do this or something. I have no idea. Good luck with the rampage. But this is what I'm currently running, and it's sort of working out, so highly recommend it. And summoner spell wise, currently taking exhaust and flash. I personally feel like exhaust helps a lot in versing enemy top mid jungles. Like it helps you winning team fights because they can't kill you if you have exhaust. Heal is like good for laning, but exhaust is good for team fights. My rampage is like trading for weaker laning but for like a better scaling and better team fights. And then here we get into some aim examples. Thank you. I think. Okay, this is a pretty good one. So here's our team comp. Lucian, Aurelian, Soulbrand, and Rengar, right? So we start with the support item. Always start with the support item. And let me see my we start Q in this lane. For like early lane pressure, right? So this game I chose to go to the Sarah's Embrace into Staff building pass because I know my Lucian can't benefit and carry from Ardent. Like I know my brand jungle Aurelius and Aurelian Soul are on roll and they're like good at their champions, and their champions are more broken than Lucian. My team also doesn't have anyone with shields, so if I get Seraphs, it's very likely that by the time I finish Seraphs, none of the enemy team will have Serpent's Fang because no one has any shields on our team, so they won't build Serpent's Fang, and I can maximize the Serpent's Fang shield. Seraph's shield. You know? And with that build, I can go Staff of Flowing Water. Yeah, it's like you go tier, order is tier, and then Lost Chapter. Usually 2 points in Q, and then you can start maxing W. I think 2 points in Q is all you need. So yeah. Yeah, the building order is tier and then Lost Chapter, and get Seraphs. You can actually skip boots with this build for quite a bit. So you just need to get the Seraph's first item. I got Celestial Opposition this game because King can one-shot me. And this can help me survive King one-shots. Right? Although it's easily procced by Smolder and Teemo, but it saved me at one point. And then we go Staff of Flowing Water. I remember there's this one fight that it mattered a lot. Like, maybe here? Yeah. At this time, it blocked 1.2k damage for me, and I survived the king because I had Seraph's Embrace Shield, and he didn't have Serpent's Fang. And movement speed helped my team a lot. It was a bonus AP. In this patch, Brandon is actually the most OP jungler. Brandon and Lilia, they're the most broken AP junglers. So it's definitely worth to try to play around them and buff them, rather than trying to bet your money on the Lucian for the Ardent Moonstone build. Like, yeah, just check OPGG and see if your AP, who's on roll and who's not on roll, and play around the people who's on roll and on their best champions. That's usually the game-winning strat. So here we have we have those two items, and then I'll be trying to build towards Moonstone Renewer. What to know is, like, on Sona or like on any support champion, how HP stats is the most important, because you want to survive those champions, and then HP stats will help you survive significantly, rather than, like, I don't know, ability power doesn't do much compared to health stats. I see a lot of people not going HP stats against engaged supports when they first go back, which is quite wrong because HP stats helps you survive. But when you're versing enchanters, it's good to have like ability power and the mana regen. But versus engaged supports or versing like assassin threats, it's good to have some sort of defensive stats on you. Like defensive stats is like difference between dying and not dying, like surviving with 1 HP versus dying. So it's good to take advantage of that. And then we just have triple items. I didn't even bother to upgrade boots because you don't really need to. Like, yeah. So this is the reason why I went this build. This game was like Seraph first item, because their team doesn't have their team won't build Serpent's Fang first item because our team doesn't have any shields besides me. And I have 2 AP teammates that's AP hyper carries. So if I buff them, including myself, myself is actually also an AP hyper carry in team fights. So I just boosted 3 people with bonus AP and movement speed stats. And Rengar and Lucian also benefits from some AP bonus. So this is why I went to build this game. And then there's this other game. This one was quite fun. So this game, I went So if we pause here and we look at the team comps, I mean, I didn't go. It's like none of my teammates really like benefit from Ardent, but I still went Ardent first item. But like I feel like Senna kind of benefit from it. TF kind of benefit from it. Like Lucian, Graves kind of benefit from it, and Rumble kind of benefit from it. I didn't go Sarah's first item because in my impression that Rail breaks shields or something. I wasn't fully sure, but someone told me that, oh yeah, she destroys shields. So it's not worth going Sarah's first item against their team because Rail breaks shields. So that's why I didn't go Sarah's first item. But it's actually a really good item to go this game. If it wasn't Rail or like Blitz, then it's like good because TF benefits from movement speed, Rainbow also benefits from movement speed and AP. Like, movement speed is actually quite OP in higher elos because people knows how to kite. With more movement speed, they can kite better and play the fights and positioning better. So this is a game that I actually should have won Sarah's Embrace, but I didn't go because in my impression they have shield breaks, so it's not worth going. So I went something else. I went like this funny ardent and the staff rush item and Dreammaker. For one thing, their team is like they can easily break celestial opposition. And I actually can't easily reach them with Blood Song. So I decided to put my money on my team to carry. Right. And then I went staff. Not fully sure how we won this game, to be fully honest. Okay, Cordery messed up. Maybe that's why we won. Or something, I don't know. But yeah. I'm not fully sure if the extra movement speed saved her here, but this is one building pass. Usually I go Ardent into Moonstone, but I was stalking Schubert, right, and he mentioned this build, so I decided to try it. Like, it was pretty good this game. At this time, I have 2200 HP from scaling HP runs and this thing. So I'm actually quite tanky. I don't heal as much, but I'm quite tanky. And yeah. Yeah, that's why I went just build this game. Ardent. And we have like everyone benefit from movement speed. We actually don't have a proper engage this game, except like maybe TF. The TF went a very good build this game with rapid fire cannon and Shrella's battle song. Yeah, actually is game winning, and he's the one engaging actually. So with bonus movement speed actually helped him engage a bit, and we were able to move faster than their whole team. Didn't heal much. Like, I was also told that moonstone is a bad first item because it doesn't really scale until like you're like in a group with 5 people or something. You get like 20-30 AP if you have sale AP runs after finishing it. So which is not that good on Sona anymore. So it's not a good first item, but it's a very good second or like third item. Yeah, because due to that she has shield breaker, so I didn't go Seraph's Embrace. And chose a different building pass. I don't know if I could have picked a different building pass, honestly. What other game looks good? What was this one? Honestly, this one is like similar to the other one. I don't actually have any Blood Song games. But yeah, this was a good one. Wait. Huh. I went for Ardent first game. Interesting. But yeah. And then this is a good example of Ardent into Moonstone, even though we lost, but I feel like we had a chance this game. Let's look closer to it. So here's our team comp, right? Twitch is one of the hyper carries that carry this game. We're like leaning against Smother and Shaco. They don't have any shield breaks, but I thought first item main Ardent and make Twitch carry is a good choice. And that's why I went that this game. Forgot what happened exactly in this game, but see what my Ardent do against. So like, we obviously had a chance at this game. Twitch got like a lot of damage done, 300 damage, 345 bonus damage. But my team wasn't doing too great, I guess. Like, my king wasn't doing so well. But going Ardent, kinda, like, my Twitch could have definitely carried if we played better this game. Like, hyper carry ADC. The smolder sound is kinda funny. Like, we don't have anyone that benefits from staff that much. I personally don't really know how to play against Sag, still trying to figure it out. Was hoping that Twitch could carry with Ardent, but my team just doesn't want to win, unfortunately. Now I have Moonstone Renewer. See how much I heal. Maybe in this one. AoE shield. I'm at 104 AP. Definitely less AP than Sarah's first item, but see how much damage more damage my Twitch is doing. That champion is actually so broken this patch, I think. So Ardent significantly like helps hyper carries to carry better, and most don't just heals a lot more in that sense. And Dreammaker, cause their team, like, I can't really we have enough AD damage and I can't really do anything against their champions. Like I can't really reach their champions or like do enough damage to them compared to my teammates. So I chose to go Dreammaker and save them and save my teammates instead. Yeah, this was rather doomed the game. And I just completely skipped the seraphs because I wanted to have extra movement speed utility for my Twitch. But you got ardent first item when you have a hyper carry ADC to help them carry. I think that's about it for the building passes, at least for this video. I'll be publishing a series of YouTube videos because I asked someone to people to put down questions and stuff they want to see about Sona on Google Docs. I couldn't answer those in mobafire, guys, so I think video will be a better way to present them, so I'll be publishing a series of YouTube videos on that. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave any comments and feedback so I can improve. It's my first video editing, so thank you for bearing with me, and let me know if you have more questions so I can be reached at Twitch or Discord or the comment section in YouTube, I guess, and on Twitter. Yeah, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Meow, thank you. Yes, good luck in solo queue, guys. See you guys in my next video. Hopefully you're still there.